I'm dead wrong.
And I'm dead serious, 1777771.
And you're watching Zombie Etiquette on location on the set of The Reunion. We've got Jeff and Chris here.
This is so great being on your bloody, gory set with some dead bodies, I imagine, behind me.
Yeah. 3 victims. Do you
Can't beat it. Can't
you
beat
like
it.
it? We clean it up for you a
Oh,
little bit.
thanks. Well, we prefer lots of blood, I think, but
And brains.
and he likes brains.
Brains.
But I did feed him a
Guts
snack.
Okay, just keep.
Refer right back to the
They
car.
look,
So yes, yes.
they look good.
There's plenty in the car.
Yeah, help yourself.
So we're here on the set of The Reunion, and I'd love to hear a little bit about the plot and what inspired this conquest.
The plot. Long story short, it's like The Wire meets Dawn of the Dead. It's
That's a good combination.
yeah, right. It's a crime story that slowly evolves into a zombie horror flick.
The best kind.
Yeah, it's about these 3 friends who, in their youth, were in the drug game or whatever like that. For various reasons, they separated. One went to jail, one found Jesus, and one became a businessman. And they come back together, and all sorts of nonsense happens, all sorts of chaos.
So this is nonfiction.
It's nonfiction, yes.
Except for the zombies.
Yeah.
That's real, right?
No, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I want to get a little background on you guys so our audience knows who you are. And because I just said this is Jeff and Chris, really introduce yourselves for me, please.
Full name or whatever.
Whatever you like.
Jeff Stewart. Let's say Jersey filmmaker. I don't know. I've been doing this. I've been doing this for years. I went to NYU to study film, and then took a break. Then decided, what, this is my passion. This is my calling to make movies, and so I enlisted my friend Chris right here.
Poor victim.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well,
Man of arms who can build anything. I was like, hey, you want to make a movie? He's like, yeah. So we started.
do this. Yep.
Yeah. So we started doing shorts, just around using local talent. And they were like, every movie we did was like, wow, that was great. Let's make it bigger.
yeah, we try to, get a little bit better and better with every film. And then we're like, with this one, it was originally written as a short. And we're like, nah, this is too good. Let's blow this out. Let's make it huge. And
Go hard or go home, It's make it big. So we took this little short and we expanded it, gave people backstories, and we added zombies.
Tell you what, I'm really glad you guys did that. I can't tell you how many great shorts I've seen where I said, I wish this was a feature film. You get that 7 minutes, that 15 minutes, it's not enough. What did you do with the extra time? Tell me, you were starting to talk a little bit about it. I know we're going to interview your actors, but what happens?
well, I guess, in the original short, it's kind of written as a more like a character piece, like a psychological film, kind of going along like with the Hitchcock style. Where it's really about the characters and this unknown situation where it's basically making them have a mental breakdown and fight with each other, that kind of thing. And then once we blew it out, that's when Jeff had the idea of, what, let's, instead of an unknown force, let's make it zombies.
It's a pretty scary force. Often.
Yes. Force of nature right there.
Yes.
I've always loved zombies. I'm a big Max Brooks fan. I've read all of his books. I'll watch any zombie film that's out there. And zombies actually terrify me. I'm actually very terrified right now. Very scared of you.
Yeah, you should be.
Stay back. I got hurt.
Yeah, I'm here with my guns.
There
So,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
I know you guys have been through some stuff making this. It didn't all go smoothly. People weren't throwing money at you. Tell me the story.
Filmmaking is very, very difficult and very expensive.
No.
Yes, surprisingly. We had a backer, interesting fellow, interesting dude.
Colorful.
That's the
Very
word. That's the
colorful.
word we'll use.
Yes.
I'm not going to disparage or anything like that.
a zombie?
He wasn't a zombie so much, but he was kind of pale. Yeah.
He might have a strain of zombie in him.
Yeah, we've seen some characters like that. They're zombies underneath, but they fake it.
The closet.
They try to pass
The closet is zombie.
humans.
Zombies,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hey,
So you had this pale, colorful backer.
right. Yeah, exactly. Who, at the last minute kind of backed out. He was in love with the idea of making a movie, but not in love with the idea of making
getting out his wallet.
Right, getting out his money and like making a movie and like all the hard work and kind of dedication that takes to kind of put this together. So Chris right here, man of arms, magic man.
Yeah.
The unsung hero.
Just
sing to him.
we had
Don't cry for me.
we had invested so much into it. It's like I just said, you know what, I cannot let this thing die. And so, I used my own money, my credit, family, whatever I could do to try to just gather up as much as I can. A bunch of our cast members got us free stuff. I mean, everybody just chipped in, and everybody really believes in this project. So, it's like, like I did what I could, but everybody brought something to the table.
That always brings the magic, I think,
My
to
heart
a
is
set.
warming.
I know.
My dead
I know
cold
your
heart.
dead cold heart.
Warming.
That's great. So I read also that you were having problems with casting, and then in came in your heroes at the end of the day. Correct? At your last day. Can you tell us a little bit about what they brought into the room that made you go, oh, finally, something?
We had some very interesting people audition for us because when you put out a casting call for any of them here, when you put out a call for zombies, you get all sorts of interesting, or for a zombie movie, you get all sorts of interesting,
Colorful.
colorful.
We get join our Facebook group because we get unsolicited applicants all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
So we auditioned for how many weeks? I don't know.
It was like five weekends, 10 days
Kelsey,
straight.
your wonderful assistant is telling you 4.
4 weeks.
Okay.
Thank you, Kelsey. The motto on set is "Ask Kelsey" because I don't know anything. Whenever there's an answer to be had, Kelsey has it. So I mean, we kind of we looked around. We had people come in, but they weren't just fitting the part. And then magically, we sort of lucked out. Like the last 2 weeks of casting, it was like boom, boom, boom. We love this guy. We love this guy. Before they even said a word, it's like that is Ben.
Yeah.
That is
It's a certain
feeling,
look.
yeah.
Right. It's a look, and we were worried about the chemistry, because I mean these guys go through a lot together. I mean in the story they grew up together. I mean, so the audience really has to believe that these guys actually were that, and I feel that our actors really took on these characters. I mean, they made these characters themselves, and we're really grateful to them for their awesome work.
I hope to think that they, when they leave here, they'll be friends. Outside of cutting heads off and decapitating zombies.
As long as they're friends on Facebook, it'll happen.
When you see an actor that's perfect for a role, and you know it, how do you keep from eating them?
It's hard. It's very difficult.
All he can think about is brains. I'm so sorry.
The man knows what he wants.
It's
you
true.
You got to admire that. But yeah, we're lucky to have such a great cast. Kirk Ponton, Ronnie Armani.
Now he's blushing. You can't see it, but Ronnie's blushing over there.
Chase Doretto, Danny Panacci, Robert Werner. They're all just fantastic. And Rain Brown. Rain Brown's fantastic too. Yeah, it's one female cast member who's not here right now.
So, what do you think? If we're speaking about hurdles, what was the hardest one to get over, and how did you do that?
Besides the money?
Besides the money, because that's always. I mean, let's face it. That's always going to be an issue.
Right.
There's so many hurdles. From this experience, I've learned that always go into a day on shooting expecting the worst. Because everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Zombies, exactly. So
Big problem in Jersey. Yes.
it's the waste plants.
And you can't use DEET spray anymore. So
What's with that? I don't know. There's always a plan A, B, and C. So you roll with the punches. You want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. You'll do what has to be done. It's with shooting is the scheduling is kind of hard. Fitting everything in a day. It's sort of like Gone with the Wind in the morning because you have all this time. You can take your sweet ass time with the shots and everything like that, plan out everything like that. And by the end of the day, it's like cops. It's like, all right, we got to get this in. All right, we're going handheld.
And then it's like we're shooting, and it's like, is that a rooster I hear? And wow, yeah, it's dawn already. Oh, man,
7 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, we've got to stop shooting. Oh man.
And plus, when you're having so much fun, it makes it easier to keep going and going into the night.
Yeah. We'll step in here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and by the time we know it, it'll be midnight. And it's like, where did this time go? Because we're having so much fun. It's an unbelievably humbling experience to do something you love, work with such great people, and then have so much fun doing it. You know, these guys are my friends. You know,
Nice.
yeah.
Until they eat your brains.
Until they eat your brains.
Well, we got a shotgun on the back, so they get out of line.
Yeah.
Double tap.
So now I heard from somebody that there were two types of movies, but it sounds like you guys have discovered a third. That there were the movies that were fun to be in, and the movies that came out looking really good. But we've seen some of your dailies, and I think you might have both. Is that?
I think so.
I hope we have both.
Yeah.
You know, we're really proud of the footage we've been getting. Our special effects guy, Doug Sackman, he's on point. He's from Trauma. He's started his own company, Backseat Conceptions, and this guy is crazy with it. You know.
You gonna let us talk to Doug? Yeah.
I think
all right.
I'll let Doug out of the cage.
Oh, that's nice. So speaking of footage,
Right.
can you tell us a little bit about the camera and the lenses that you guys are using?
Okay, we're shooting on a Canon 5D Mark II. It's a still camera primarily, but it's been used for the last 2 years in independent filmmaking. And it is just a wonderful piece of technology. It's got interchangeable lenses because it's a still camera, so you get that depth of field that only film and real cameras can get. And it shoots in high def, which is, you know, high def is high def. So we were really lucky to get hold of this equipment to be able to shoot what we're shooting, you know, and it comes across on screen. You know, it does not look like video.
Yeah, even the night scenes, like we're shooting in pitch black, and you know the thing has incredible shutter speeds. So it's just the images are just coming up so crisp and so nice. You know, we can shoot at night, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, the ISO goes up to 6,400, so that's really, you just need a candle.
So plug your ears. How many zombies did you have to kill to get that camera?
15.
Oh.
15.
15 dead zombies.
They were all bad. Not like you. Not like me. They were all bad.
All right. Yeah. Canon plug aside. Do you know Mark Cabaroy? Because he shoots with a 5D also, and he's producing some amazing stuff. I'm going to hook you two guys up.
Awesome.
And then you'll have two cameras, and you could do even more together, maybe.
I would like that.
He's a great guy.
Just write his name in blood on something for me, and
Plenty of that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Still squirts out sometimes. It's kind of gross.
so yeah, that's pretty much.
Well, thanks for inviting us down to your set and showing us the magic here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
You're gonna-
Yeah, thank you, Barry.
You're gonna extra for us tonight, right? You're gonna do some scenes with us.
Sure. We'll do it. Yeah.
He lives for that kind of
Spell
stuff.
my name right.
Or
in
he
the
dies for
credits,
that
and
kind
I'm
of
all
stuff.
good.
Ask Kelsey about that.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Well, this has been awesome, and I certainly can't wait for the movie to come out. When is it planned to come out?
Shooting is going to wrap by the end of October. I'm going to edit it all through November, and hopefully we'll have something, at least a rough cut, by December.
Great. We'd love some, maybe some
Reunion for
clips.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Maybe we can have you in our studio and have another quick interview and have some clips of it.
Absolutely, that sounds fantastic.
We love that.
Great.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank
All right,
you.
have a good night.